This is Saturday, August 22nd, 2026. Good evening, everyone. For some time ago now, there were a group of security operatives, including the DSS, the Nigerian Army, and the police officers. So they went into the bush in Imo State. They started bringing out some scores, showing people the skeletons of dead people that time. And they said that these were the activities of or these were as a result of the activities of the IPOB or ESN and so on and so forth. And so many people did not bother to do investigation, Once they target IPOB, nobody bothered to ask questions and so on and so forth. But you can go back to check the video I made that very time, It's only time that we vindicate, so many things that you are seeing today. I made that video to say that, no, you cannot say that it is these people without an investigation of what happened. No matter what, you cannot just come out and say, oh, all this course we are seeing here is from IPOB, is from ESN, or is from Ebubago, or is from the... You must do investigation so that at the end, you will not tax somebody who is innocent that he is the one that carried out the injustice or evil act. Fast track to what we are witnessing right now. You can see the Amnesty International report raising an alarm that mortuaries in Imo states are fed up. You know what? In the midnight, they started using ambulances, Toyota Sienna, to transport dead bodies out of mortuaries. So I want us to look into this video. I want us to analyze this. And I'm going to draw your attention to the important part of this video. Why are they moving out dead bodies, unidentified dead bodies? That is the right word to use. Unidentified dead bodies. Why are they taking them out of mortuary to go and discard? Who are the dead bodies? Who brought the dead bodies to the mortuary? What are the identities of these people? Well, who are their parents, or are they parents to some persons? Where do they come from? Like, there are so many questions unanswered about this. There are so many problems in Nigeria, and a lot of people are not talking about this. Now, let's look into this. After so many years of tagging IPOB, ESN as so responsible, mark my statement, so responsible of the atrocities going on in Igbo land, because that is what the Nigerian security operatives always said. Anything about insecurity in the southeast, IPOB, ESN. So, how many of you remember at the time there was a report from Inter-Society and Amnesty International? These are two separate reports. Amnesty International stated that Ebubago, DSS, Army are responsible for the major killings. Then, Amnesty International did not totally exonerate the agitations in the southeast based on the clashes they have with police, okay? Then, Inter-Society was straight to the point. The same report from Amnesty International was stated from Inter-Society. Maybe Inter-Society is so familiar to people, that is why people don't take it serious, okay? But now, the issue here is this. I am aware of about 6 petitions sent to the United Nations, sent to the European Union, and other, international bodies. What was contained in these petitions? To independently probe the killings in the southeast. Stay with me, because I'm taking you to somewhere. What could be the reason why they are now taking the dead bodies out of mortuaries in Imo at night? At night. Why are they hiding it? Who are these people? Stay with me. Now, these petitions have a very significant point that nobody will look into this petition and ignore it. And one of the points in this petition that I saw was that these independent bodies should go to mortuaries in the general hospitals in the southeast to ask about the identities of the bodies in the mortuary. That most of the people were thrown away in the bushes. That is the scores you were seeing in the bushes by the security operatives being, covered by the government. Why some persons who are in the mortuary as of the time, that is about 8 months now, as of the time of filing that petition, there are so many people killed by the government are in the mortuaries, unidentified body. They dumped it there. You can't bring anybody to the mortuary without knowing who brought them. So if you don't know the identity of the person they brought, the person who brought the dead bodies must be identified. You understand? Now, so maybe the investigation has started and we don't know. We are not aware of that. The investigation must have started. And now they are using sienna. One sienna painted white. The down is like black, but not black, it's grigio, or indigo, something like that. Okay. And so many ambulances. They're using it to take away dead bodies. So Amnesty International is now saying, who owns these dead bodies? Who owns them? Let's start from there. See, if you can bring out who owns this dead body and who put this dead body in the mortuary, then you will just uncover everything about Southeast insecurity that I've been explaining to you. If they can bring out who owns these dead bodies and who brought these dead bodies into this mortuary, what killed them? Most of the people you are thinking that they are in Niger State. Oh, these people, they took them to Niger State. We have said the whole prison in the Southeast, they are not there. They must have been taken to Niger State. Innocent people, they are dead and thrown into mortuary. Nigeria. These are the things you see. And you know what? These are the evil that if you don't talk about it today, it will happen to someone you know tomorrow. It might even happen to you. These are the evils that no one wants to talk about. Everybody just keeping quiet. Now, one of the, or let me say two of the hospitals that they are taking this dead body out are Ngokpala General Hospital. It's a well-known general hospital, okay? Ngokpala General Hospital. Also, Mbieri General Hospital. Mbieri is spelled Mbieri, Mbieri General Hospital. Ngokpala is Ngorokpala. So, and many other general hospitals, but these are the major hospitals where they are taking these dead bodies out. Probably, I'm just saying this because I'm suspecting two things why they are taking these dead bodies out at night. Number one is what I just told you, about the issue of the petition which we have filed for investigation. Investigate these insecurities in the Southeast. Investigate the activities of politicians killing, using people, using boys to kill each other, as confessed by the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, which led to this insecurity in the Southeast. Investigate it. Majority of people killed are being deposed in the bush. Investigate how these dead bodies were thrown into the bush. And not only that, go to mortuaries, investigate the unidentified dead bodies that were dumped. These are the, I'm just trying to leak some secrets for you. These are the petition filed for them to investigate the Southeast insecurity. So if you said that it was, I'm not trying to defend anybody, please, okay? If you said it was IPOB that killed these people, so IPOB took them to General Hospital. Yes, IPOB took up to 2,000 dead bodies to the General Hospital, right? You must be kidding. That is not true. You understand? So these are the issues. The manager of the hospital, the head of the hospital management board, these are questions to answer. The governor of Imo State must come out clean, because I don't know why we don't value anything human being in Nigeria. We don't value. We don't put value at all. We don't put value at all. All this period that I have not been online, a lot of things had gone wrong. A lot of things happened, including people who are celebrating the killing of Christians. And people don't see that as a problem. Nobody sees it as a problem. For people, no, this is just a normal thing. No, it's just a normal thing. Let's just forget about it. Oh, people can die. It's normal thing in Nigeria. 27 people died yesterday, and tomorrow probably 50 people could die. It's a normal thing. These are the kind of things we see in Nigeria. Yeah, it's evil. So, the Amnesty International is raising an alarm. Who owns this dead body? The Amnesty International is telling the government, come out clean. Like, come out clean. Come out clean. Who owns this dead body? But I'm not surprised, because these are the things we have been saying since. These are the things we have been saying. We have been telling you about all this insecurity. And I still want to leave this before you, okay? Before I end this video, that there is no insecurity, no terrorist organization, no terrorist group, nobody at all that can succeed in terrorizing Nigeria or terrorizing the people in Nigeria without the government backing. Let me repeat that. Maybe you don't get what I'm saying. No Boko Haram, nobody they call ESN, nobody they call Nakurawa, nobody they call Fulani militia that can terrorize Nigeria without Nigeria government supporting the person. So it's either, they clone the group. They can clone the group, like what they did to this Oduduwa Republic people, OPC, Oduduwa People's Congress, during Obasanjo period. When Buhari and Buba Ganadim and them pressure Obasanjo, you have to kill your own people. They want to take over Kwara back. We are fighting this Kwara because of Fulanis. Allow Fulanis to stay in Kwara. Obasanjo, for them to allow him to do what he wants to do, like agreement now, he ordered shooting at sight on every OPC people. Military were shooting OPC at sight. What was their crime? That is Nigeria for you, where interest rules everything. Interest rules everything. So I don't know what you think about this, but you see, these dead bodies, I want more and more people to raise an arm. I want more and more people to share all these kind of things being posted by Amnesty International. I am telling you the content of the petition filed to so many bodies, which must be the reason why they are taking these dead bodies out. Because one of the point in that petition was that they should investigate thousands of bodies in mortuaries that they dumped there. The Igbos, they killed and dumped in the mortuary for nothing. You understand? So if it was a genuine execution, you can't hide it. These are the evil being carried out in Nigeria, and everybody is keeping quiet. The same thing they dump in the bushes, and when they see it in the bush, it was Igbos. So who dropped this dead body in the mortuary? Until I see you on my next video.